working properly unless I'm blasting the music too very loud. I mean, okay, these levels, they look a little different than I'm used to, so I don't know, let's keep it like that, I guess. Okay, so it's been a while since I locked in with drawing, I wanna say. Hi, but coming in a first and a second and a first and a second with your rankings changing around. DJ Sunrise with the Z, huh? With the Z, rather. Hello to you, Lodes. Were you here for a second in the last one where there was a remix going on? I can't keep any details about anything straight, but here we are. I'm talking with festive mint in my mouth for once. So that's unusual and never before seen. Hello, Kai. Here's a secret ASMR stream with perhaps a little bit of the club remix in it. Hello. That's what I'm forgetting. I did not set up my drawing tablet. I just sat my little ass down here. But hello, Magdala, and hello, Kai, and hello, Ludus, and hello, everyone. How are you today? With the new amounts of independence that I'm getting, I can now go to a place. I can drive somewhere in the morning to pick up breakfast just because I feel like it, and that's what I did. I got salmon for the whole family because I still have to let people know where I am going, and then it is unfair if I do not go with that. I'm just saying, I think I left before the remix is out with that. Something in Discord though. That's I'm intending for it to be on right now, so hopefully that's hopefully that's everything. Yeah, so I'm saying this is not a secret stream. I told my mom about it. Sure, the stream is not secret, but perhaps the art club is. Who knows where we're going to go?
DJ Sunrise won't be finishing this remix anytime soon.
Let us
we hired a chip tuner though. Let's see what they did.
Revel in my teriyaki salmon breakfast, but also set up a drawing tablet. What an exciting bunch of songs. We simply, of course, I must start out the stream still listening to this. There's no other way to be. Oh god. Did everything just go dark for a second? I really should not set up the drawing tablet mid-stream. It's not advisable. But here we are. Hopefully it's working. Hopefully it's aping. Okay, this did very much go totally black for a second. Okay, just checking that we are back, perhaps. Oh, let's have both of the remixes up in here. Although clicking on things, it might make it a little bit peculiar. I always wonder what's the best way to progress drawing sort of skills. Well, this is telling us. I've been grinding away with Lego Lord of the Rings recently. My goodness, I forgot that they made that. I started the file on Friday, now it's already past 70%. I have no life. Hey, what are the weekends for anyway? What are the weekends for? You are asking what I am eating? I am going to feed you like some kind of bird. Bah. I have got a mint. For the first time ever before seen. I have got a mint. I wonder why I'm getting 1 hour Persian jazz suggested to me. I haven't listened to it before. The one above I know and I've seen. The one below, okay, the one like third below, I have also seen that. 1 hour of Persian jazz. Well, I don't doubt that it would be excellent, but I wonder why. Oh, hello to you, Widow Bars. What's on your mind today? Here we are in this good sort of an art club. Why don't you want the mint now? Just because I threatened to feed it to you like a baby bird? That is, honestly, yeah, I'm eating it. Yeah, I'm eating it right now. I offered, but I did not want to share. I didn't want to share any of this. Okay.
Wait a second.
Let's put some interesting colors.
In what?
And see where that takes
Steak
us.
and a hot dog bun?
This one going to be gritty colors. What else are we doing? You're aiming for 100% of Lego Lord of the Rings on Wednesday, and Magdala has big news, and we're liking big news. Yes indeed. Let's get in with the big news. Okay. Dress this a little down. Do. And then a little bit of the chill times. Get your own volume a bit higher. You sound like an ant underground. That's fair. And Widow Rod is saying I couldn't speak English today. It was bad. Like as part of a learning experience. You couldn't speak English partially, like as a learning experience, maybe. You're learning another language, or because you got like socially different. Okay, is my voice a little better now in comparison to the music? Oh wow, I didn't drop out, Magdala. Okay, the last time somebody said that to me, the thing that I said then was, have you considered taking half as many classes, or just a tiny little amount? So of course, since I said it last time, I have the urge to say it this time. But what is your situation? How are you feeling? How will you be? Okay. I've tried to adjust the audio. Where are we? You're gonna pursue language, F-college. Oh, okay. And language can open a lot of doors for you. I hear that if you learn, I don't know, maybe the second and third most popular language in your country, and then learn to become a court stenographer who takes all the notes in a courtroom, and it's a very specific keyword, so you need to specialize training for that. I hear that is a good sort of job opportunity sort of thing. I don't know, that's the first thing that's in my mind, but of course you can go anywhere with a language. Okay, so the volume is a little better. Okay, you were talking gibberish. Oh, okay. And then Magdala saying, sure, I already did. I've reduced my classes. I cannot do mathematical stuff anymore. Oh, indeed. Well, hey, you've tried everything then. That's all I could think of, so therefore you've tried everything. There you go. We've talked about the virtues of speaking gibberish, and okay, where else am I scrolling around to? I'm gonna put some artistic I don't know, like goop around here. So you watch out on this canvas today. You're gonna get gooped upon, dare we say. In fact, let's put this on a bright green and go from there. You speak gibberish professionally? Just hear me talk, guys, come on. Hey, that's pretty excellent. There's Lotus saying, my talking sounds like gibberish sometimes because I intensively stutter. I am kind of wondering how well my words come out lately. I went in to get a haircut the other day, and I was kind of unafraid of talking to someone because my mama was coming in after me, and so I felt, I don't know, reassured and backed up. But I started my sentence in a way that completely, I guess, did not make sense and was not usual, because sometimes instead of answering yes or no and allowing people to use a social script in a yes or no question kind of a way, sometimes I give way too much detail and it throws people off their game in how to connect one thing to the other, and so I do not know if any of this makes any sense. Okay, you're talking about proper English. You want some things? There's Magdalena saying, "Oh, I wasn't expecting a reaction like this. I've expected more resistance due to the reaction my parents showed." I mean, honestly, your parents are like closer to the, I guess, woo, crunch, situation, and maybe, are they closer to the financial worries of it in any way? In terms of, I don't know, room or board or anything? So, I mean, of course a parent is gonna have a more intense reaction, but, I mean, I guess it's good to have the other perspectives too. What are you gonna do? What are you actually capable of? You know what you are capable of, and you will act accordingly. And that is all that there can be. We will act accordingly. There's Lotus saying, you should do what you yourself think is best for you. It's your life after all. It's all that can be done. And naturally will support you. There's Slighty saying, it's crazy the amount of detail you give sometimes. Talking about the 1 pound, can't forget. Okay, like the fact that it's probably been a year since I've probably said that. And the fact that I have a pretty good guess about what that's about, and yet it's still like vague enough that I could, I don't know, misremember in some bizarre kind of way. I don't know, that is cracking me up. That is cracking me up. I do not need to remember in perfect detail, but this is good. Magdalena saying, yeah, true, I just feel like a disappointment on the whole family line, I suppose. I mean, all you can do is stay active according to what you are capable of, I suppose. And then there's what we are saying. I don't get what's happening. I'm putting some green goop on the canvas on this in this art club. Are you giving us rude gestures? I should draw 3 characters forming a rude gesture with their hands. There's Magdalena saying, like, I don't know, they all had high expectations of me and I turned out like this, you know? I mean, I think you haven't turned out like anything yet, probably. I mean, that's meant in a, you're still going, you're still growing. There is life beyond this, and it is not the end. I mean, it's the end in some ways, but I don't know. Perhaps you will go back later, and that will be okay. Perhaps you will find something that suits you better, and that will be okay. But whatever path you are on, it must end up okay, I think. There's Magdalena saying, anyways, also had a date today, it went well. Fishy fishy. How do I? Now, are we going to append fishy fishy onto things now? And Kaita is telling us, everyone rejoice, I've made it to episode 1000 of One Piece after 20 years. My goodness, Kai. It was a different time of year when you first announced this. Oh my goodness. Was winter ending when you first, I don't know, mentioned that you were watching One Piece in this here chat? My gosh. Right, that's how I'm remembering it, but it could have been a different one. There's Sickly Williams saying, how can anyone watch 1,000 episodes of anything? I mean, we've certainly watched 1,000 YouTube videos, probably. There's Widow Raj saying, the dreamer is a person that never gives up. Nelson Mandela. Yes. Okay, let's talk of Goopy Goop. Talk of you haven't turned out to be anything at all. I meant it in a reassuring way, sort of that turning out as something is I don't know, it sounds overwhelming to me. It sounds like an end that you cannot come back from, when really you are ongoing. Of course you will keep becoming something, even when you seem to have stopped for now. There's less short, so you should spend it on what you want to do. Speak for thine self. I had a very long life, like 10 more years. Honestly, what shall we even do with that many more years? Are we even okay? Are we even gonna be okay? I have to believe that we must. Okay, so here is a little more of this. My philosophy book is expiring. My access to it is expiring this week. I had so many days to read it, but hopefully this week I'm going to become extremely philosophical and then have an American Thanksgiving, which I will not philosophize about. Okay, just saying. Okay, you're locked in and unbeatable. Spend your 10 years well. Wanted to beat you. We're beating each other off. There's Widow Raj saying, if you are short, is your life short? What about tall people? No, excuse me. They answered you too fast. If you are short, is your life short? No. Shorter things live longer. They actually live longer, and I have looked this up and I have studied it. It is one of the reasons that I feel justified in not dating tall people very much, you know. And this is because they're going to not live as long. They have more cells in the body, and you know what happens when you have more cells? More chances for diseases to get you. And get you they do, and then you die. So basically you want to be as short as you can within I don't know, a healthy range. Exercise as much as you can, and then if you're eating a clean diet with plenty of fiber, you're going to live a very long time indeed, but a very short time because of your height. Alright, there's living to 30. I round up to 30 these days. And then there's Lotus saying it was a good date to be dead. And then I'm gonna live forever and I'll live black holes. Hey. Hey, just me and the holes, huh? Just me and the holes at the end of life. Alright, there's Widow Rush saying, yeah, I will live long. And then there's, can I outlive your black holes? Hey, this sounds like a question for wizards. Wizards. Alright, so here we go. And a little bit of this in all of the goop and the slime. You're saying a black hole lives longer. Very adept. I want to learn more fun facts. I miss learning fun facts. Mostly this happens when you are a kid. You learn fun facts about history and science that you might not ever use, and you just know them, and it's enriching to your life. I've met this one friend who I go to my in-person art club with, and by in-person art club I mean me and this friend. This friend is called Pinky, and Pinky is like writing a sci-fi sort of a sci-fi story that has to do with lemurs and a fictional primate species, and because of this, like, researches a lot of things to do with primates. and knows all kinds of facts. I guess the gibbons have the full range of motion of their arm, and pretty strong thumbs for gripping things. Whereas monkeys that have a tail, they might not have as much thumb going on, but a gibbon will. That's pretty neat. And due to listening to my friend Pinky, I've heard the word brachiation again, which means the ability of your arm to swing from tree to tree, I think. And it's been forever since I've heard that, since I looked up some chimpanzees myself, like when I was like 10 or something. There's no saying black holes are so annoying. Imagine you're just chilling in space and this Kirby wannabe goes, heck yeah, become spaghetti. It's so true. There's Mac Dilla telling us, hey, did you know sharks have a smooth skin tone in one direction and a sandpaper-like effect on the other direction? Fun fact, I suppose. Sharks, I heard that they're so smooth, like butter even, just slipping through the water. Smooth sharks. Alright, there's something telling us. Fun fact. Base orgasm typically lasts for an average of 30 minutes or 90 minutes. And humans have the audacity to think that the earth was made for us. Wow, apparently pigs have got it going on. And then there's Become Spaghetti, there's Magdala being a pig. Alright, you're hearing Bad Piggies music. Oh my god. Are you... What exactly happened here? This went into chill beats from space? I meant to play a copyright-free one, but I guess it has turned into this actually. Wannabe Kirby comic dying. So Sharkies. Comedy is not my second name. Why do you know how smooth and slippery sharks are? Why do you have that knowledge? Okay, this is the part where I must ask you whether you've heard of sharks. Sharks are smooth. As just sort of a thing. Just sort of a thing. I'm pretty sure that there must be a video about this, even though it is a text post. You're saying because I'm a fish? Oh look, there's an Ace Attorney. There's an Ace Attorney thing about it. No, I can't go back to the allegations. Okay, one of these is 1 minute, one of these is 4 minutes. I guess I'll trust the 1 minute one. You've dropped your phone on your face. I'm so sorry to get up close and personal with you like this. Oh, but okay, let's hear how much is going on here. I heard that they look very human on this particular day. I need to find where I need to find where the... Oh my god. Can we pause a little of this? You accidentally say, Did something get a little bit censored there? Oh my god. That's great that some Ace Attorney characters can have Hispanic names. I'm going back to the beginning of this where Phoenix Wright is saying, the person who discovered sharks said, I'm going into the big wetness, smooth lions are eating me. But then, sharks aren't smooth. Comes the retort, you know? It's actually smooth like glossy paper. I'm a veteran scuba instructor. I've just dozens of sharks with my bare skin, and every one of them had rough skin like sandpaper. There must be something wrong with your hands. Sharks are smooth. There must be something wrong with your hands. You draw like a 5-year-old. Okay, I guess let's start with art. Say it with me. Every shark is completely smooth, no matter what angles you're touching it from. Your brain appears to be as primitive as your artistic skills. Do you have a fallback plan? Yeah, I'm gonna dip my hands in the ocean and touch some smooth sharks. Why's your caveman who discovered sharks speaking English starting to doubt you do any research at all? Guess this started with the comic, huh? You're wrong. I sanded a whole dining suite with a shark. It was rough like sandpaper from every angle. Somebody sold you a fake, my dude. Ugh. It's just some high quality things going on, and so every time I think of sharks being smooth, it's okay. It's where someone just kept insisting that they are smooth from every direction. Okay, I accidentally kissed Jonathan and I dropped my phone. Oh my gosh, the accidental kiss. That's very anime. It's a very anime thing to happen. Alright. I do not understand why this went into a different sort of thing. But it is there now. There's Magdalene saying they want to be a human but are only a dish. What's up with that? I just love eating fish, dude. And you know, they say they are what you eat. Yes. And usually this is misheard as you are what you eat. But it's sort of true the other way, honestly. Let's put the slime all over. You're talking about being anime. Hello anime, I'm Lodes. I guess they want. That's I heard that's the only thing that they wish. Oh my god. I do love when a little song lyrics are stated in some kind of goofy matter-of-fact way. I really wasn't quite sure how much I would be chatting today if I really locked in on some art. Of course, I don't know if I'm capable of that, because it's been a very long time since I've tried to focus. Real dad moment, Lotus. Oh, hey, you need dad jokes to live, I think. I think it's alright to say when you need dad jokes to live. Alright, so I've put some of the slime around here, and we can continue sliming it. But yeah, I want to know fun facts about soy and grain, maybe the history of them. And then my girlfriend suggested making recipes from ancient cookbooks. I actually have a couple of authentic cookbooks from the 50s and 60s that I'm holding on to. Yeah, saying, I heard music was expensive these days. Wait a second, they're not a fish and what? Did they really eat a snake in a hot tub bun? Lovely. There's Widow Rar saying, guys, I need to sleep. I have school tomorrow, fishy fish. Good night to you, Widow Rars. Good night to you. Have sweet dreams. Oh my gosh. We really do have so many time zones that happen upon these streams by pure coincidence. A little pile of slime. Very good. Another thing that's on my mind is that I've been going to socialize with my childhood best friend, psychiatrist best friend, once a week, because that's when I can make it out. Oh my gosh, you're really gooping it. You're really gooping it. Well, there's Widow Rar streaming a fish. That's a good thing to dream of, dare I say. Dare I say. What is on my mind the most lately? My friend has like 1 week left, maybe less than a week left at this point, and then she's going back to work. She's had a break from work, recovering from various things. Magdalena saying socializing is very good. Go socialize, shut in streamer, be free. I am very glad. In fact, when I went out to get a little bit of fish breakfast from a restaurant this morning, because that's all that I want, fish. The person who gave me my food looked like this person that I have encountered on a friendship app, but and then we contact each other on Discord, but then we're both kind of a little bit variable, a tiny bit inconsistent. I'm probably more inconsistent about sending messages, even though we are only just starting out to get to know each other. And I wondered if that was that person, or if I'm just face blind. There's Lotus saying, oh, I'll probably go Betty, but I still have an English exam tomorrow. It's the definition of free, but I still need to wake up for it. Hey, yeah, gotta get it. Good luck on that English exam, or good luck waking up. Hey, there you go. And there's Magdalena saying, this is meant for humorous purposes only. I take it completely serious. There's Lotus saying, remember me as the one who dealt runes. Hey, the runes are happening. Ooh, a drawing break has shown up. There's Sophie Williams saying, Shadow was socialized more in the last month than me in my whole life. Where was that? They were in a Maggie strip club. See, the thing about burlesque is that it can be a pretty tight-knit sort of indie community of local performers here for body positivity reasons, which is why you need to huck dollar bills at them with both hands to support your local artists. Obviously you're putting me in quote supporting small businesses. Excuse me, it makes sense. Still, I am so very delighted that I did not have to get drunk to have a cool and memorable time. I wondered, what kind of damn puns are coming out here? Burlesque, more like bury me in sex. Yeah, I mean, we see it. You're saying, is that how you write burlesque? I need help here. No, you got it the first time, actually. You very much got it the first time. Alright, this started out as a draw your type sort of a thing. I think I've been thinking about drawing a little avatar. I know I've had several encounters with attempting to draw a Sona of some sort, but I mean, I keep having real specific ideas, so I guess it's time to get a move on with that, huh? Yes, he's saying, if you can leave $1 in the performance song, then it is a strip club. Burlesque, they call it now. Sure. I think there might be a legal differentiation. Okay, difference between burlesque and strip club. Because I think okay, burlesque is a performance art that uses humor, tease, and storytelling to create a show. Yeah, okay. One of the performers dressed as Bernie Sanders and did his voice and then like still stripped, but then like asked for tips in Bernie Sanders voice, tax the rich and all of that, and and I am once again asking for your assistance, you know, kind of thing. It was like in this jacket and then a bald cap was on. I thought that the world had run out of funny ways to get kind of naked. Apparently not. That was high quality. Bernie Sanders. Every bar that I go to, if I get to go to one beyond this, which is a little bit silly if I don't drink, but I guess I can be people's designated driver. If there is not Bernie Sanders whipping out the boobies, then I mean, why am I even there? There's McDonald's and Kiss these days. Okay, you have many dollars. Hey, from the sound of this, you would have been right in. You would have been right in. There's McDonald's and Kiss these days, and they're burlesque thongs. Back in my day, we would just sneak out and go to regular old stripper clubs. But you ran out of budget. You have lied. Okay, I have emergency money for these kinds of things, and we want to see Saran Mamtani in burlesque or whatever. And it was some kind of like drag king situation, so I will never see a Busty or Bernie in my life, I think, and that's not something I thought I was gonna say this year. Couldn't have predicted it. Alright, this Greg who can't wait for stripper Reagan. Now that one, taking your money, also makes a lot of sense. It's and so it seemed like everyone, I don't know, attending the show, or no, everyone performing there was like an enthusiastic hobbyist or something, who could actually, I don't know, who practiced and who danced, but I think only one person who like worked at the actual strip club and stuff like showed up, because they wanted to perform in a space that used their actual pronouns, and so that was a fun kind of contrast. Like, the world knows you as a typical showgirl or something like that, but you can go to a gay little cavalcade and know what's up. There's Bechdel saying, I need to research more into drag lore. I have very little knowledge. I must acquire it. Honestly, I feel like there must be some crossover with all of this adventure I've been in. There's what are you saying? Those things don't exist over here. Only regular strippers and hookers. I don't know. It seemed like a very community event. So, like, where did I find this? On something? No, my sister sent me a link on like Meetup, like .com or something. No, that doesn't seem like anything. Okay, it is actually called meetup.com. Yeah, you don't look for a big headlining act. This was, you're only seeing Bernie Sanders bazonkas in a dive bar, I think. As Macbella saying, we barely have those, only in back streets and dark alleyways, like the stripper clubs, not the drags. They would be poofed immediately. Aye. Well, gotta watch out. There's, I believe in the beloved video game Disco Elysium, that would be called the homosexual underground. Because you have to stay secret, you have to stay underground. There's Greg saying, I need a fantasy drag show called Dungeons and Dragons. Honestly, I feel like there might be enough overlap, enough crossover to put this into existence, right? Put this into existence. Okay, let's have a little bit of this, and it's gonna. I'm not getting rid of all of this permanently. Actually, are there better ways to draw a shape? Yeah, I believe so. Not getting rid of this permanently, but let's put this over here on one layer. Really seems like I'm going back on stuff, doesn't it? But no, let's just have a little bit more detail. You're saying a great BDSM themed show. Oh wait, Shadow, watch Dragula. Wait. Is it like available? If I go searching it up right now, will I find it? Dragula? Dragula? Ooh, Rob Zombie. Okay, wait. Okay, like the Rob Zombie music video type of thing. It's it's honestly an excellent name to begin with. You gotta check out the premise at least. It is great. Okay, what's going on there? The Dragula? Yeah, okay. Song by Rob Zombie, but also there is a television. There is a television show. Oh, horror drag. Oh, okay. Not just one song, but an entire horror drag. Now that's pretty exciting. Where else can we go? Okay. A little bit like this, a little bit like this, and I feel like I had such confidence when I set out to do this a second ago, but I'm gonna go wherever I can. You're saying it's a whole show, it's very fun. Okay, so it's all like horror, spooky, Halloween, horror, spooky Halloween things. There's Greg saying pick a number between 1 and 6. I pick 6. 6 as the number. How, what's on your mind about all of that? I keep taking pictures of when I have a cool outfit. If I think I have a cool outfit. But, I also keep taking very silly selfies that don't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, there's a fun hand pose on this one, so maybe I will. There's Becca saying my friend and I watched it a few weeks ago, it was fun. Greg saying an oh no, come on. What's happening in the number 6? You're drawing it's my first interpretation of what you're drawing was like a flower. There's you expect either Lovecraftian horror or quadruple cheeked up guy. And is that from Dragula, where your expectations are, where your expectations lie? And what are we encouraged to show? Is it the outfits or the or whatever's going on in these overlapping drawings? Alright. I think I have a decent idea for 6 squares long. Ooh. Oh. And good golly, that's the whole thing. That is the whole thing. Go big or go home, I guess. Alright. I have this cooler outfit with more swagged out poses, but let's choose a pose with a little bit less swag or something, or just pick a different one altogether. Alright. I think of my dad's mama, my grandma, my Lola. I think of her in terms of missed opportunities usually of getting to know her, but also like totally understanding why we missed those opportunities, because my paternal grandmother, like, I don't know. Okay, she would probably, if she were alive, she would probably tell this differently, but she did threaten my mama with a knife one time, and so I think it is self-evident as somebody who likes my mama that I did not like her very much. Okay, let's go like this. No. What do I want a head to be made of? However, I've started this sentence because I inherited a lot of jean jackets from her. More than I would really think to wear, but now I have all those jean jackets, and some of them are seriously perfectly soft and broken in. So that's pretty excellent, honestly. And the jean jacket is in the picture that I'm wearing, or referencing and drawing right now. There's Magdala saying, "Man, it's very great to have that whole college mess out of my schedule now. Guess I'm working full-time as a bartender now, though. Wait, that sucks, actually. Be a cashier or something, F that. Oh, there you go. Inherited jeans and jeans. Wait, if I mention jeans and jeans too close to each other, Sydney Sweeney starts physically manifesting in my room. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. She's gonna..." Oh my god. Am I a little bit creeped out by the thought of that, actually? Like, there's a lot of celebrities where the thought of them physically manifesting in your room would not be too bad. Her eyes, though. The way she's, like, staring. And... okay. Oh, yeah, I think I would be a little creeped out, actually. I almost went to see, before I knew that it was like flopping or something. Not that that was the ultimate deciding factor. I almost went to see her little boxer movie because I inherently don't really believe that I can really tip the scale on her success. I don't believe that it really counts for anything, and I was like, I could see a boxer movie if I'm just trying to get out of the house. Ultimately, I didn't, though. No loss either. You're saying gotta keep the best jeans in the family. Oh, so much. You're saying they are expensive these days. Can't wait for Shadow to read that sentence out loud. Ew! Ew! What in the Game of Thrones ass sentence are we having here? Right. So, I think I'm wanting a smaller head, and that's alright. You have jean underwear. It's less absorbent, though. There's a lot of very startling implications from that sentence. You typically use your underwear to absorb things as a defining factor of the underwear. Interesting. Alright, let's take a little screenshot of this. It's the House of Habsburg's motto. Never heard of it? I've heard of the chin that stretches forever and ever. Alright, how much of this do I want? Maybe I should have started with the body, because although I do want a large exaggerated head, and who doesn't want a lot of head, I don't think that's where I should start with if I'm posing things out in this body. So let's start like this, and there's gonna be a couple of shapes like this. You describe the underwear like Spampton. It's nice to have, I don't know, rhythmic ways of talking or something. Sometimes people think that I'm trying to become a rapper spontaneously, but it's just the easiest way for my words to come out with a little rhythm to it. Alright, let's have a like that. And where does my other leg go? We're sort of standing maybe sideways, but if I want to sort of demonstrate the capabilities of this. Gosh. I wonder if I'm gonna try to learn a little Flash animation or something. But then Flash is like not supported anywhere anymore. There's Magdala saying, Charles II, my poor horrible summer child. Now there's a good description. Right, check my settings. Thought it was a tree branch at first. It was legs indeed. Yes, yes. As the legend says, legs, what's on the menu, as it says. Alright, let's put this on a loop, dare we say. And a little bit of arms. I do like the natural sort of posture that referencing actual photos can give you. But there's all of these little cartoon sort of styles that are very inspiring, that nevertheless I don't really know how they're done. I guess all that one can do is study them. There's Greg saying, the day a cheaper animation software allows tweening, the world will know peace. Oh, is have I mentioned Adobe Flash and it's not good or has a limitation? Not good or has a limitation, perhaps? Alright, this starts out with a little bit of this. I have no idea. I haven't tried to use Flash before. So don't really know how it goes. The Ice King pillow looks so innocent. I love that drawing. Wait, are you looking at this little funky rat kind of thing? I mean, that is pretty great. Pretty fantastic. Okay, I feel like a distinct neck is a characteristic in a lot of these. And I tried to use like a natural stance or posture or anything for all of this. But perhaps I will get these done faster if it has more in common with a stick figure. I'll try that out. Let's have some things in common with a stick figure. How many things in common with a stick figure, I wonder? There's Greg saying, let's go Greg, thank you. Very cute stuff going on. Ooh. I feel like I keep having Has-Been Hotel characters in the back of my mind and hallucinating them, even though I have not made time to watch season 2. I have not made time to watch season 2 because I keep on thinking that I'm gonna watch it with my bestie. Go like this. But also, I have no idea when we have the time for that specifically, because it came out to like 12 hours, so maybe what I should have been doing was like finding a time every week to go on over. Is that Usopp, by the way? The nose is eerily familiar. Is something okay, is something being from One Piece? Funny of you to say that. My two characters are demons. Okay, so I'm interpreting a horn correctly. Very long, and that's where the resemblance is. And oh my, almost scribbled a little. Okay. A large sort of a head is certainly a type of starting place where we want this all to be. I'm not trying to do like gotcha life art style. Not really what I'm trying to do. So any similarity to that is purely coincidental. Okay, very, 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 very simple, but we'll have, I don't know, more complexity later. There's so much in my own idea of my artistic journey that I've just sort of put off, and it's at a point where I'm like, I do wonder if I was ever gonna do any of that. Like, at what point in an art journey am I actually quitting something versus just laying it to the side for a while? Okay, a little bit thinner on the neck. Okay, some kind of funky little waif is here, and maybe that's what this is made of. I want the head to be really big so that all of the expressions are also very big. There's, you want to know what else is very long? The tree. Indeed, there is no end to the amount of bait and switch. In fact, a master amount of bait and switch, dare I say. Let's have a little bit of the mouth. The expressions can be big, but that doesn't mean they have to be. And will I have any nose? I mean, I have thought for all of these that having a little nose around is fine. There's Williams with a my and it's cut off. There's Magdala saying, I think as long as you aren't giving up on the thing, you've never left it. As long as you have the passion for it, it's fine to have some time in between the durations you do it. And usually when I see someone say something like that, it's been like a couple of months in between when they've done something, which is still quite the amount of time. I don't know. I've been years or started something but never followed up at all sort of status on a lot of things. Alright. If I have a little avatar or something, can I have it running around? I have overthought the design for ages and ages and ages, but I guess it's time. Guess it's time to stop overthinking designs and just be like, here's whatever the hell that I am wearing, and then I shall represent it in a little drawing. Yes, Magdala commenting on Sukik's gigantic, humongous even, remix. You know, it cannot not be commented upon. What else have we got? Little triangles in the hair, maybe one could have. I don't know. Invader Zim type haircut, although Invader Zim just has like more of it. Alright. The streamers tell me, Pachera, what if the design isn't quite right? Have I think I've been chewing on this since you started watching the streams. I think it's been that long or longer. Alright, do I want a perfectly round head? It's an option. It's an option in all of this. We'll keep going. How much detail do I want on the outfits? Maybe I will put the head a little bit smaller because although that's fascinating, Although I want the expressions to be quite large. If you put it too large, it's like, am I attempting to appeal to children? Not necessarily. There's Magdala saying, I mean, I love music. Playing it, singing it, listening to it. I just lost my motivation for playing for a while. Thanks to a certain someone, I even gained it back. Never give up, Charo, don't worry. Just sort of part of the continuous life path of yourself, huh? There's like you say, it's my fault. No! I mean, let's put it in a positive way. It's partially very much your actual fault. Not even kidding here that I'm continuing these streams whatsoever. How's about that? How's about that? I do wonder if I would not make time for art in my week. Otherwise, it's quite possible. Okay, a little bit of the foot is here. Foot reveal, I guess. Foot reveal. And then there's. How dare you make me passionate again, you scoundrel. Oh god, what have you done, Williams? Hey, here we are. Showing up to a stream. It's all your fault, I say, in a complimentary way. Alright. So, I've gotten a little bit of this. And do I want a unified color palette for that? Maybe. I've heard such good things about having a unified color palette. I guess it's really a matter of what darn colors you want there. I guess let's try this big orange-red type thing first to unify some things under. That's gonna be pretty good. You're saying my existence isn't supposed to alter the status quo. Hey, here we are. Here we are, though, affecting each other's lives, despite a distance, dare I say. Yeah. One cannot underestimate the impact one can have on another person simply by existing. Right, let's turn this a little. Is that the kind of unification I'm gonna do? I don't know. I just saw something about unifying a color palette just the other day. Quite recently, bookmarked it on my browser. So it should be around here somewhere. Alright. Not in my history, but in my bookmarks on my phone. And there's Magdala saying, "Ooh, want to affect my status quo, Williams? Having some fun, mayhaps?" I love the way you phrase things. I do love it. Oh my god. Huh. I have in my art bookmarks a dislocated prostate. Artistically, that sounds so painful. I am so sorry. It's for artistic reasons. Am I not having the? No, okay, I found it again. Found it again. Okay. Do I want all of these to? You're saying I'm altering the timeline. What do you mean? What? Can't I simply read some of my art bookmarks aloud as I'm trying to learn, as I'm trying to absorb facts, huh? Okay, so here's a very light color. I've put it on the wrong layer. What art studies are you practicing? You're actually seeing all of the studies that I'm practicing. I'm trying to gather references for every possibility, but you are literally seeing the amount of time that I dedicate to art pretty much each week. So you're saying I'm absorbing something already? But but it's dislocated. So where are we even going with this? So okay, I'm looking at. I found the one that I'm looking for. Poof. It's behind the dislocated prostate. And then it's about unifying a color palette, and I'm about to unify all of this so hard, I guess. Okay, let's have that very bright color, and let's adjust the opacity of the other colors more than that. There's Magdala saying, by the way, thank you for complimenting my phrasing. I try really hard to be funnier. The appreciation. Hey, you're putting a /s on that. A /s on that. I see it. But, hey, it's a real skill. Da-da-da. Why not take pride in things? Yeah. You have to take pride in things due to being a little homosexual. So you have some pride. Woohoo! Okay, so here is another thing. And that's a good way to put these colors, right? Alright, let's find this colors again. There's, how do you dislocate it? It's okay, like artistically, things just end up in the wrong spot because the artist doesn't know where they're going, where they're supposed to go. Technically, perhaps this drawing that I've put right here right now has 2 dislocated kneecaps. It's a very simplified drawing, but nevertheless, it could have 2 dislocated kneecaps. You ever think about that? You're saying, dislocating, it sure is artistic, very, very artistic indeed. This feels French somehow. Alright, let's keep on choosing a color palette. Hopefully it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be zaza. Wait that I can be capable of saying things. Okay, so here's a little bit of this. Okay. I hope it's gonna be unified. Maybe I chose too weird of a color palette. Okay. Now let's have the color of brown. That will also be here. It's gonna go like this. And then blue for like a light jean jacket, and then green for the pants. Cause I don't know if it's if you could have guessed this, but I'm wearing some green pants. You're saying, what did that artist do to their paintbrush? Never use a paintbrush for, oh my god, dislocating purposes. You said used it to dislocate the prostate. There we go. Sometimes we have mysterious things going on, and sometimes you gotta be blunt about where the prostate and the paintbrush and the prostate and the heterostate went in your art. Anyway, I want to show for a moment. One moment. I'm in some green pants because I feel stylish in my green pants. Cool times. Styling in my green pants. Woohoo. They have pockets the size of God. In my green pants. I have 4 of them. I can fit a sandwich in my green pants. Alright. Had to flex on you really quick. That's all. That is all. Why does that brush have some marinara on it? Scary. Marinara, more like scarinara. You're saying green pants, that's not green. Shut up, entire booty. Shut your ass. No. I know colors, command. I am sorry to speak rudely to you, but I know colors. I know them. Do not speak to me like this about colors that I am wearing, that I'm aware of. What do you mean it's not green? This is green. It's green. Just because we're looking at a lime green, and this is sort of a army green. Do not shut your eyes. We need to just look at some stuff at never. This is the amount of stuff multiplying. Can't shut my ass up. That's a medical condition. I'm aware. I noticed. But I understand. And I accommodate. I'm sorry, I had a moment of weakness. He's saying green. Oh, it's not green because perhaps my screen is green. I am getting text messages when my family steals a piece of my chocolate square, which I treasure and like. Alright, what else are we having? Some jean jacket. I have tried to wear a light jean jacket with this before. Go like this, go like this, go like this, go like this, go like this. With these specific clothes. I don't know how well that went though. Alright, let's add more skin tones to all of this. A little bit of the shadows, a little bit of the whatever I would use for mouth colors. I don't know. Goes a little bit more like this. Mouth colors. Maybe that's a color palette. Maybe that's a color scheme. I don't know. Just saying, if you want green, look at the gloop everywhere. There's more than one type of green, isn't there? I can't bear this. I can't bear this. Me when I can bear it, but I just want to say something dramatic. They're saying, oh god, it's affecting the real world. Did we have a little bit of lag on us? Wouldn't you know about mouth colors? Where is this sentence going? There's only so many places that this can go. Alright, let's try our supposedly new unified color palette. Am I starting with the sketch? I probably am. Yeah. Alright, start with a little sketch and see what kind of details we can put on from there, because this is actually quite a big thing. Oh, you're talking about a mosquito? Give me 5 minutes, BRB right back. Well, I do declare this stream should still be going in 5 minutes. Let's put some eyebrows on here. And I think it's okay in this life to have a big ass forehead. Oh god, I've accidentally used the color picker. I guess that's a shortcut on the stylus. Now, if I had control of my faculties, and by my faculties I mean the equipment that I use regularly, that would be very useful. Alright, a little bit of the hair. Okay. Stuff going on in the phone gallery, kinda recent. Oh, I guess I should keep in mind that I kind of want this to be a simple thing that I could draw over and over again, saying what the F is that doing in this weather? Huh. So I guess there are still little warm nooks and crannies, even in the winter, for a mosquito to hide out. That's simply horrifying. I hope I learn facts about nature and everything, and it's so wonderful and so amazing. But Some facts about nature are learned right up in your face. Do I want a little curly cue of hair? I have options. I could, over and over again. This took an hour. Wait, which part? Which part? Oh, right. Things to draw. Well, I suppose once I had it down the first time, this thing that I'm drawing right now, once I have it down the first time, and then I'm not drawing it while talking, because it does actually slow me down a little, then perhaps these considerations will make it a little bit faster. That's my hope anyway. The transparent green stuff makes your drawing look stinky. Be you. Sometimes there's just a stank upon us, you know. Sometimes that's all we've got. A little bit of the stank on us. Alright, a little bit like this, a little bit like that. Sure, okay. I like the pointier kind of shapes. A little bit like this. And I suppose that's pretty alright. On my way home from seeing Bernie Sanders shake his titties, there was a car accident. I was not in it, luckily, but it was recent enough that the police had not shown up yet, and the car was flipped over. There was a bunch of glass in the road. There were people moving around, and no one appeared to be in the vehicle that was flipped over. And from what I could see, everyone was stopping and calling things on their phone. But still, what a scene to happen upon. I'm trying to be prepared for many things that I can encounter while driving, but I don't know, that was kind of sudden. And there's Sonny Williams saying, oh, okay, I can't record my screen for some reason. The Fishy Fish Remix Visualizer video without the intro and outro stuff, I'll have to wait. Oh my, my. For the full musical appreciation experience. Sure, I'm down with that. I wish you luck. Okay. How much of a nose? I am looking at more people's noses lately, so maybe I would, instead of a triangle, maybe I would draw my nose like that. Maybe. There we go. And have I misaligned every part of this? I don't know. There's things going on in the chat, such as DJ Sunrise will sue me if I don't finish it soon. So when are we getting to Broadway again? I forgot the date and year. You were fired from Broadway? Oh my, what a dramatic story. I simply adore it. Like this. Little bit of the digital arts on you. I should really draw more dynamic poses here and there, but I'm just chilling. Just kind of chilling. I think I have made this like weirdly sideways probably. That's okay. And I want to practice more of an expression. Do I have pictures with expression? Put your eyeballs up kind of thing. Little expression on ya. So Sonny Williams, legally distinct. You mirror the eye. How would you do that if the head is slightly rotated? You're not learning the skills, you're lazy. Perhaps so. There's so many dynamic things to do around here. And so we are in fact very lazy for now. Okay, so a little bit of eyes. And what kind of facial expressions have I got loaded up in all of this? Several funky little neutral ones, but also big grin. Okay, so let's put that on the face in the regular way, and shaped like any smile is, with a lot of the, I don't know, several angles maybe. There's Magdala saying, I ate some delicious meals today. How was your meal today? I got to get teriyaki salmon in the morning for my family from the Teriyaki Bandits, which is a restaurant or a franchise with the teriyaki salmon, and it's not a good deal to go to. It's very bad, but I wanted some salmon or I wouldn't really get out of bed for a long while, so I had some salmon. And then I stopped by and I put in my whole family's order, which was, I don't know, made it the same as my order, basically. Put it all in after mine, cause I thought there was a world in which in which they did not want some or something. But hey, that's why you ask people before you go. You don't want anything from the place where I'm getting some. Alright, well, what was your meal? You ate chicken. We had some fish. You had land fish. You had rare cooked chicken. I forgot it hasn't been dinner time for you. Yeah, I mean, I've passed by. Okay, technically my breakfast took long enough to get that it was lunchtime. This is alright though. Sure, what have you had? I am noticing that foods taste quite a lot better when I haven't eaten in a very long time, which is a obvious thing to say, maybe. Pretty obvious thing to say. But honestly, it's good to the point where I could maybe experience that again on purpose. Because gosh, I have looked up a grilled cheese recipe because I had an artisanal grilled cheese, and it was at the end of the day when I was very hungry and forgot to eat, and I tried a slightly overpriced artisanal grilled cheese. I ascended to heaven. I don't even believe any of that, and I ascended to heaven upon eating this grilled cheese. So that's pretty good. And yeah, apparently I've looked up what's in it on that restaurant's website. It's got like a thick sourdough, and then specifically the cheeses Fontina, Gruyere, Cheddar, and Boursin. It's sort of there's sort of a spelling to this, but I guess that last one is like a spreadable cheese that made it taste like sort of a sauce. And you're saying you made some nice burritos yourself today? Hey, a couple. More than one nice burrito? You are living large. You are living large, dare I say. Oh wait, let's put a little bit of this. And I don't know, let's put that. I'm gonna put the spelling of my cheese up here for a second. No, okay. That was a little bit blurry. So let's spell it up in here because I'm really obsessed with all of that. So you lived off instant ramen, huh? You soaked it in milk for breakfast? Ah! That was quite the way to start that sentence. Okay, you soaked your... Okay, I'm regaining my strength. I am... Okay, more sin with the cheese, and that goes in the grilled cheese, and then it's so tasty and melty. But it's not your only cheese, you need other cheeses. Okay, is any of this the vibe that I want to give across? I don't know. We could go a little smaller. But from what direction? A little smaller with the how much space the smile is taking up. Vodka for dinner. I know that oh my god. Okay, is that the vibe I want to give off? Maybe not. I know that vodka can be used to form a sauce. I know that it can go in there, and that can be something that happens. I know that that's a real culinary thing that happens. I don't know that it happens in your ramen. This seems incomprehensible to me. Alright. Is that the kind of mouth that I'm putting forward? I kind of liked the, I don't know, understated rankle around the mouth, but maybe if I just shape it like this. Nah, okay, that looks more like you're holding your mouth open. Just I guess some cartoon tropes exist for a reason. Mouth that is sort of flat on top, huh? Alright. Like this. Do we want as much eyebrow? I don't think I have as much eyebrow as all of that. Love some jazzy tunes. Should have put this headphone on earlier. There's Magdala saying, I tried different styles today. Ooh, 2 different styles of burrito. That's pretty good. You getting sleepy? Art tip for Jarno, because I see you making the same mistake all the time. When you draw a smile, tweak the eyes. Most people don't just smile with the mouth, they also use the eyes so it looks more natural. I mean, these were open more earlier, and now they're a little bit closed more. Okay. I'm not sure if I will take that to the, not sure if I will take that to the eyebrows or anything, or how much eyebrow I even want to have on what is becoming kind of a 5 head. Right. Chill times as I try to I don't know. I have tried for a very long time to have some kind of a little Sona going on. And lately I've been thinking of even more fun and interesting ways to use that. don't know. It, earlier on in my journey of learning art, I was more comfortable with the fact that I will put effort into things and I will be unhappy with them. But I don't know. I guess somewhere along the way, I got less comfortable with it again, without even meaning to. Sort of being in denial about it all. Things. Magdala saying I only smile with my teeth. Just making them more closed doesn't fix it. There are different kinds of smiles. You can surely not use your eyes for smiling. But when it's a kilometric grin, like the drawing jar was doing, you are for sure using your whole eyes for it. Like totally scrunched up eyes. Yes, indeed. Right. So, I'm having outfit, and I have gotten a picture of this outfit that I kind of like, I think. All of this. When you first came into these streams, you said of yourself that you are not an artist or something. And I do think that you have drawn a whole bunch since then. But would you say differently now? Would you say differently now, in fact? Okay, let's go like this. Cool things happening with the collar, but we don't really... I'm curious how much detail I'll put into all of this jacket sort of stuff. Okay, a little bit up, a little bit over. Yeah, let's actually make it pretty big, and then this is going to be a cool and large jacket. There's City Williams saying, I forgot how to art. I'm just a hobbyist semi-artist. Likely story. Likely story indeed. Okay, let's put this crossing over here. And go like this. And is that where I want the jacket to end? Maybe. Okay. And a little bit like this. And just a little bit of a wrinkle in the sleeves on the one side. I thought about ending it a little bit shorter. This is going... It's going alright though. You're proposing even more squunch on the eyes, I see. Go like this, and the jacket may be shaped a little bit like this and like this, which could maybe be a little too much detail to reproduce a lot of times. I don't know. I don't know if I can think in the terms of how much detail is too much to reproduce a lot. Okay. I mean, I guess I probably want pretty simple hands and all of that. I did at one point, I think when I was drawing the Disco Elysium thumbnails, figure out something kind of simple for the hands. Or for the arms, or for all of that. Greg saying, I want to go back to long projects that I spend days chipping away at. Have you got very many of them? I don't doubt it. Did you mention one time that you are in art school or learning in some capacity. It's very neat. It's very neat. I don't know if I click on your profile before, and now I am curious. If it doesn't lag on me, I wish to click. I wish to click. We go. Go to the channel. Doo-doo-doo. Dragging around. There's such an insane ending it before because I'm the only one left. Of the only ones left, I'm not worthy of those extra meters. My goodness, Jaro, so cruel. Well, ending. Wait, ending what before? I don't know. I don't understand. And that message has been there for a second. Alright. This might load for us, but is this computer very hot right now? Indeed. Okay, well if you ever post specifically a project that takes a couple of days, now I am a subscriber and I will see it. You're not talking about the stream, which of course will be 4 hours long. Oh! I don't know if I will cut it off at a regular time or irregular time. Nevertheless, I am interested to be looking at this this little art, this little drawing. The face is bugging me though, even though I've tried it a couple of times. Tried to have a signature head shape thing going on a couple of times. I guess let's make it shorter. Yeah, sometimes I start out and it's not very short. We have a whole 5 head. You're saying this is actually your alt? Oh my, oh my my. An alternate and relaxed sort of way. Alright then, here we have shorter forehead. Sort of smoosh all of this into each other. Would this be smaller perhaps? It could be. And does that look right at all? I mean, God knows we left enough forehead. So if it's your alt, then if you have made incredible epic animation projects, then they are already there somewhere else. Very nice. I wonder if I shall see them specifically because the YouTube algorithm sometimes serves me up animation. Okay, how square do I want to be? I really thought about it. I thought this was a cool and distinctive shape, but perhaps I am not vibing with it, even though I have tried for a while to develop a very square head. Sounds like I'm going Minecraft mode with all of that. Alright. Well, the other things that people do for a head shape are put a couple of more lines in there, like that. And then it's quite rounded out and all of that. With some, you can put some cartoonish ears for expressing oneself right out on the side of the head, catching air and whatnot. Alright, go like that. Well, it feels a little better. I haven't even touched the color palette yet, but I think it's moving a little quicker. Moving a little bit quicker than I usually draw on these things, in a chill sort of manner, as it were. Rankle some more things in the jacket. And there's sort of a baggy shape and several cloth folds. My energy for trying to make all the friends in the world or whatever definitely ebbs and flows, and there's a couple of people that I've met on the friendship apps where I tell myself I'm gonna totally be consistent or something to try to establish a relationship, to try to establish connection or something. But I think I do get inconsistent too soon. Of course, I've also met other people who get inconsistent pretty soon. But then if you match each other's energy and you both sort of go away, well, that's not really it. Nevertheless, so you were saying, so how is it going? Is the polycule any bigger? Wow. It's weird to think about, cause I feel like I've met people who don't really think about what it means to them to be in a polycule. They're just like, here I go, yippee, what's good? And so in all of the fiction, in all of the easiest ways to understand a polycule, all of which are fictional, have I ever read a story where somebody like asked the question like, what are we? I don't know. I guess I am at that stage with somebody in my town, at a stage where I'm like, what are we? I started, I don't know, using the dating app less and being like, I don't know, stressed about everything. We got some spindly little hands up in here. I'll definitely figure something out about that, I guess. You can only be so spindly. But yeah, I guess that's an essential question, and I don't know whether I feel the need to know the answer. My psychiatrist bestie is also on the dating apps and stuff, and sometimes she asks me, when we're like talking about our lives and things that have happened and everything and whatever, if this person that I'm like not sure of the status of. With like is like putting forth any deal breakers and stuff. And I think I would have more deal breakers if I were like trying to get married or something. But since I am not, I approach it with a different set of standards than she can. Alright, we'll have a leg. And I think those standards might be good for getting to know someone, but they also might be good for just sort of spending time. And some people don't have time to spend. I still kind of wonder how my childhood best friend sort of thinks about. Woo! We gave a stylish jacket. We gave a stylish jacket to this individual over here. Now that's the most stylish, with a very big zipper indeed. But it is nice figuring out how to it's nice figuring out how to date in person and stuff. I fear that I don't view relationships in the proper way, honestly. With the amount of severity that other people may or may not. I feel like I'm somewhere in between a relationship and just hanging out with one person in my town. And I don't know what the point of asking something like, are we dating, would be. You're asking what is my goal, and I'm being lucky. You're saying all relationships involve a bit of hanging out. I mean, hopefully, yeah. A solid chunk of hanging out, maybe even a significant amount of hanging out. And you're saying all relationships, making me imagine like a mother and her newborn baby, and you just sort of ask, hey, what are you doing? And the mom's like, yeah, we're just kind of hanging out right now. Yeah, it makes me giggle, but there's nothing unusual about that. I don't know. Well, my goal, I've gone into things with like the willingness to fall in love, and this person that I've been on, I don't know, maybe six-ish dates, but seen a little bit more than that. And texted a lot more than that over the course of, let's say 3 months. 3 months, maybe almost 4. Yeah, I go into this with like the mindset and willingness to fall in love, and in fact almost as a vocal tick, because my family is very affectionate. I do find myself fighting the urge sometimes to say an I love you, even though it would not be appropriate or true, because of course I've known this person 3 months and I'm not insane. I'm not cocked in the head. So yeah, of course I wouldn't say that, even though it's a sort of a very affectionate vocal tick that sort of, I don't know, lingers in my head. I understand that the meaning is the meaning is what is that? A serious commitment instead of this upwelling of affection that I normally associate it with. Therefore, I will not. I will not plague someone with my insanity like that. What else? And okay, we have this, but I still have gone into this with the willingness to fall in love, and I think I have said like once or twice that I would be honored if it actually happened. It has not actually happened, and I do understand that, but I'm sort of measuring things with the understanding that it takes like at least 6 months and one tragedy in terms of amount of hanging out. It takes that long to actually know someone as a person. So I certainly do not know this individual as a person. Wow. But it, I don't know, seems kind of close sometimes. There's Bajoro, you can love somebody in a day or two even. Look at my email girlfriend. She sent me an email asking for money to be able to pay the shipping of a bag full of money, and we talked and became what? Became business partners? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I think I saw something like that once. Somebody had become business partners with a long distance individual they had never ever met before in another country, and started a business idea that was pretty darn illegal. Alright, facial expressions. I've certainly tried a couple. Oh my, you've got some face danglies on that on this funky little fellow over here. Indeed. As if trying to make me pronounce something that starts with an A. Alright, so what do I want out of a facial expression? But yeah, after trying for a while, and I know there were more ways to try, I definitely, I don't know, like all of a sudden, was this like the end of September, or I don't know, mid-October? Stopped trying as hard with the dating app, because like looking at my options there, I was like, okay, well if I went into this looking for some kind of vision of a perfect person or something that fits into my life, then I think I'm not gonna find that. And finding someone really compatible, someone very, very compatible, because although I'm putting a lot of effort and emotional effort into dating this person that I have a crush on in my town, even though I'm putting a significant amount of energy towards that, we've never had a conversation where we just absolutely clicked. Like, I don't know, I'm comparing it to conversations with I'm putting this in the wrong place, this nose in the wrong place. I'm comparing this to conversations with people that I've known my whole life, so maybe it's a little bit off, but also my friend Pinky, that I met for art reasons, we've had a conversation where we just click, I want to say. Alright, whatever I'm doing to this nose, I gotta chill out with doing that to the nose for a second. Let's just have a little mouth. Yeah, we've never had the kind of flowing kind of a conversation. We just have a similar sense of humor and willingness to spend time with each other. Ooh, I tried to make this green, but I guess the color matching is naturally gonna take us in a different direction. The color unification, that is. Alright, can I finally put some colors into one of my drawings after so long? Alright, and you're saying, I'm kidding, not even scammers would want me. I'm so terrible, I don't have the monies. And I always know that you need 4,800 US dollars. Alright, I'm kind of feeling, for once in a lifetime, feeling a little bit of progress as far as this. I'm interested to see what else I'm capable of, because I don't know, I'm thinking of a bunch of avatars in little different outfits and stuff, little different poses. The face is bugging me. The face is bugging me. I don't know what I was doing with the face. And there's somebody saying the perfect person doesn't exist. I'm the only perfect person. That's a good way to end that sentence, honestly. There's a couple of ways that could have gone, but that was the best one, honestly. Alright, have a little bit of darkness on this one. Unified color palette, what have we got? But I don't know, I am also wondering if, like, fixating on the idea of a perfect person will destroy my attention or appreciation for people already in my life. I do think that if at this point in my life I were to encounter an arranged marriage, like the way that it actually works, not the being sold off sort of alarmist sort of a vibe, there is literally a chance that I would be quite happy. Okay, this one goes more gray. Because, I mean, that seems like a couple of disconnected thoughts there, but to me they're actually quite connected. Okay, I don't come from any culture remotely that does arranged marriages, except for maybe my maternal great-grandmother, who was reportedly in America sold for a truck, traded in for a truck. I don't come from any cultures that do arranged marriages. I don't know, I hear about the way it works in India though, and I think to myself, well, if I had a real job, would they consider me a catch perhaps? It is the opposite of wondering too hard about choices, about possibilities, about who you could maybe meet. It's the opposite of all that, and it's the logical, I don't know, continuation, logical commitment to finding somebody pretty decent, pretty good enough, and just sitting down to make it work. But I was thinking to myself that this person that I met, that I have a crush on, that I have nevertheless not had the absolute, I don't know, mind meld, we get each other, we click sort of conversation, even though we've had good times. We just I have not observed us to click. And I don't know if it's because homie gets 6 hours of sleep on the regular, but sometimes a 3 or a 4, and then goes out to commit medical job. Oh my god. Oh my god. The 4 hours of sleep. Anyway, doing great at the medical job. Here's a jacket. Alright, I do like what's going on with the colors so far. And so I don't know if I just sort of get what remains of this person after however much sleep. It feels like that's the lens through which I get to know this person. That and social anxiety, my own social anxiety. Because I have a crush on this person, every single time we've met up, I have gotten tongue-tied. You would think this would not happen, because met on a dating app or something, but no, I am still reacting as with a normal crush. It's more like I'm a fan of this person, rather than forging an equal partnership. That's one way I don't think I see relationships properly. I think it's okay for me to just be a fan and a hobby of this literally normal ass human being. If this were like an artist or something, that would sort of make sense. It's been a bazillion years since this individual thought about the arts. Okay, I am transfixed by the colors going on here a little. I do like this so far. There's gotta be a way to put a little bit more details that I like. I think maybe I'll transfer this to traditional art to really figure out what's going on. But I think it's going okay so far. So the last things you said were perfection isn't the thing, it's compatibility, and with a 40% or plus rate of compatibility with someone, it already feels like perfection, sometimes like if they're hot. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it, but we haven't had the deepest conversations, and I'm okay with that because we both find each other hot. Nobody sees it. When I show this individual to other people, nobody is seeing it so far. But I'm happy as a clam. I'm happy as a clam. Find someone exactly the same height as me. That part kind of bugs me on the meme front. Everyone wants memes about I don't know, tall girlfriend, tall boyfriend, you are small, pick you up, pick someone up. Everybody wants the height difference. I found someone who's exactly the same height as me, and we make prolonged eye contact. Very sexy. Anyway, basically what I'm saying, am I crazy for wanting to be in an arranged marriage? Wouldn't have to do nothing. I mean, have you looked up the way that it works sometimes? You still got to go into negotiations beforehand to make sure you're not trying to get together with a psycho or something. You still have to have a meeting each other, getting to know each other phase. It's just picked out by your family to begin with. And I think my family would pick someone pretty decent, except that my mother would pick someone blonde, and blonde people don't have eyebrows. No, typically they don't. I'm committing a discrimination against the uneyebrowed. Alright, so what else do we have? That's honestly one of my main criteria for considering someone hot. How good are the eyebrows? How good are the eyebrows? Well, look at us, encountering the full range of speculation. There's saying, isn't that what happens? Not the height, I mean the happiness. As Greg saying, it's always height difference in either direction. Everyone fetishizes the height difference. I cannot find a single Mimi fetishizing people who are the same height. Whatever. I think it's hot. I think I'm okay with that. I like when our little noses are boop touching at the same height. I am into it, and nobody has made memes about this yet, and that is what I will have to use this sauna for. That is what I will have to use this drawing for. Memes about being the exact same height as somebody and liking it romantically. Nobody understands my vision. All the better. Save him for me. I'm a pretty average height, so that's a lot of people. There's saying maybe the only other person I know besides me that doesn't like blonde people. Not for a race thing, but because of the eyebrows. You also Are you serious right now? Are you being for real right now? Because I feel very alone on this. My mother tried to, I don't know, when I was like a preteen, God, what an age to be, she pointed out one of the, I don't know, English princes' ages and was like, hey, you want to be a princess? Is he too old for you? Just sort of jokingly, very jokingly, I will add. She was not about to ship me off. Oh God. But I don't know. He had no eyebrows. I don't know if you ever noticed that about the ginger ass little princes. Overthrow the monarchy or whatever. No eyebrows. No eyebrows. It's never my intention to body shame. I just kind of swerved to go like that a little bit. Anyway, so like you're saying, if you were organized by height, you'd be put together. That's so romantic and organization efficient. Thank you. You are going into my memes. You are going into my memes with that. It's efficient. We stand next to each other in photographs all the time. You know, if we were in a group setting where we were taking a photograph and they said arrange yourselves by height, we would be next to each other. Thank you. See my vision? See my vision like a snapshot. Yeah, so she's saying, yes, I don't like blondes because of the eyebrows and the light eyes. Under the sun they look like white eyes. Where's the prettiness in that? Some people are really jizzed about it. I feel like I failed a quick time event just now. I feel like there was a word that was... Some people really... The word selections keep getting worse. Some people really cream about it. Some people really... I don't know. They're into it. They're into when these light eyes are glowing. Definitely my mother, even though she did not end up with a dude who has light-colored eyes, she has green eyes herself, and so she would always like look at the what are the odds of me having a little next generation that also has like blue or green eyes, since she has green eyes and she has had a good time of that, I suppose. But brown eyes are the prettiest to me. So many people do appreciate the blue and the green and the eyes and the ever, but I like when the eyes are so brown that they look sort of I don't know, dark as night and all of that. That is my preference. Wow, I've really bungled these fingers. Which honestly also happened to Tanjiro in Demon Slayer. Kind of a shonen protagonist moment to bungle your fingers, and by bungle I mean totally break two of them until they're purple. You're saying beauty is in the contrast. Yippee! And what in fact is getting a little held up? Ooh! A playlist in fact loops a little. I do intend to be heading out, but I've finally made a little bit of progress on something a little bit artisanal. I'm going to redraw this in traditional art. I think I'm gonna specifically trace this. I have made, yeah, let's get this out of my head. I have made digital art that I like and am pleased with and am proud of. I'm not seeing it on my screen right now in the things that I've drawn just now, but logically I know that I'm capable of that. Maybe not today, maybe specifically tomorrow, but wow. It's making me wonder what secret sauce specifically I missed out on, because I have learned lessons about what makes my art more satisfying to me, more good looking to me. I have made observations about that, and none of it is coming back to me today. None of it is coming back to me today. I just sort of wanna oh, okay, I mean, some semblance of a nose helps, but where am I going with all of that? Happier than usual, but I got far enough into the drawing to reach the part that I specifically fear, where I spent enough time on it, and it's turned out and I hear a big fart sound, and I hear a big poo-poo kind of thing. Alright, let's, I don't know, attempt to have a little more of this. Is there any flair that I can add to this that would that would reassure me? I'm like looking at this. Definitely the hair being darker is one direction I want to go. Yeah, Sophie Williams saying, I'm starting to respect you more. You have similar taste to me. Brown eyes are pretty indeed. People is blind or something. We're holding each other's shoulder in camaraderie. I'm R-E-S-P-C-T. Go and look at some brown eyes with me. Yeah, my mama, I don't think she ever intended to give me a complex about my eyes in the slightest, alright. But she's more enthusiastic about the times where she can like see the hazel elements that are like in my eyes than any other time. I don't know. Apparently when I get sad and crying, she claims to see some flecks of green in it. But I'm like, is this just because she's looking for hints of herself? I mean, that is valid, but do I see it? I wonder. Alright, so let's go like this. Not entirely necessary, but I wondered what it would look like. So a little... Okay, I kind of like the variation, but everything I've done with the mouth so far makes me think that I should do something else. Alright, let's put a little couple of fun dashes of this. Would I put it like this? No! And then we shall in fact be out of here, I dare say. I dare say. Okay. A little like that, a little like that. Oh yeah. I don't know that that is going to work for any type of a simplified drawing. It's looking fun. It is looking fun, but could I make more than one frame of this? It's been 2 hours. It's been 2 hours and it still looks like this. No, okay, I'm gonna believe in myself. That's an essential part of the artist journey. I'm gonna scream to the heavens. I'm gonna get on my knees and sob, but I'm also going to believe in myself and never give up. Okay, that's we're looking so cute. I am finding things to love in the unified color palette. Okay, a little bit of shiny in the hair, and another little bit of shiny, but just the tiniest. Okay, maybe. Okay, what bugs me the most? I think drawing pectorals, drawing arm muscles, and then drawing where the light is coming from when it hits like hair and stuff, specifically a light and a bounce light. Those things, those are places I'm not afraid to learn them per se. I also have not been in any hurry to learn them. Alright, I think we're out of here. I'm not gonna pronounce it. But the lines on these pants make me wonder, are we like remembering the same concept where I was like, there should be a pants that have a part that like tear off and then they can turn into shorts, very convenient, but like fashionably, because all the ones that exist right now are kind of broke ass. Daring me to pronounce it. I don't know. I've been here for more than 2 hours. We're so chill. We're so chill. We're tapping out, dare I say. We got a Greg already tapped out on us. I can't even deliver the compliments to the face of a Greg. Alright. There's a weird, messed up little mouth, but the expression is finally doing something that I'm a little bit alright with. There's some oof. Greg. Pen, pineapple, apple, pen type shit. You are saying okay, fine. American pronounce axolotl. I did so want to try pronouncing it correctly once upon a time. Axolotl will have to do. As I witness the pen, pineapple, apple, pen. We shall have to come back to this canvas, I believe. Not just because there's a ton of space left. And, I need to unbug the eyes or something. Need to get a hold of eye placement. But also to reappreciate the Greg art. Well done, good job, finally. I swear, it's truly pronounced like a hot ho or something like that. But, I kind of swallowed in the middle of saying that. Oh, thanks for hanging out. I'm feeling some artistic progress. Probably, even though I like the colors a lot, I guess that will have to be not a defining feature of this little avatar thing. Probably gonna put some sticky note colors on that or something, cause hey, you're the only one here right now, right? Yeah, I'm looking at this. Hey, it says 2 people are here. What the hell? Anyway, that's enough that can keep a secret, probably. Benjamin Franklin things aside, avatar things. Yeah, I'm trying to make an art sona. You said I am. Alright, that's also enough to keep a secret, even if you're some sort of conjoined super being. I don't know, not that secret. No, I'm just trying to do some kind of Lizzie McGuire talk to the little version of yourself type thing. But there's like more fun cartoony art styles that go into that. So I'm like wondering, I don't know, how to study things to be a little bit more cartoony, because I keep seeing stuff to admire. You're old like me, yeah. You have Google, also like me. You can look up Lizzie McGuire type of thing. The only one show who can tell me your social security number, nobody will even know. Come on, I don't put the number. I almost said my phone number just now. equally dangerous. But yeah, just talking to a little doodled version of yourself. I think that's pretty fun. I think that's pretty neat. Try to set that up. Yeah. So I'll get out of here. Indeed. I can't read lips, Mama.
Hello everyone on the stream. I love you.
I am ending it.
Okay, well read your text.
Oh,
You shall be abandoned. But
you
not
are
now.
all leaving me. Okay.
Your dad's gonna pick up some stuff at Sam's. Okay, you
Exciting.
guys moving on.
Okay.
Alright, anyways, read your text. Okay?
Yeah. Thought I knew how my day was gonna go. Maybe not. Alright. A long and chill stream then. This is what it's all for. You have seen secrets and also Mrs. Charles' mom. Alright. Well, hopefully that all turns into something. I don't know if that's gonna be the life enriching hobby that puts like light back into my eyes to talk about, because I think that learning facts about science, history, and specifically grain cultivation is gonna do that to me, and not making videos, even though I do have video ideas. Once again, something else to try. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get to 50 or 100 self-portraits on that sticky note thing like I thought. The next idea is here. So, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time after an American Thanksgiving.